demonetization happened, and after that GST has been implied. So what do you think that how it is affecting healthcare sector as of now?
I would say, I don't know how far the demonetization has affected the healthcare sector, because see, demonetization as a system was a very good system. I mean, I'm the first one to advocate it. It was good. Money did enter the system back again, which was necessary. But we will only see, these are all long-term things. I don't think you will see the results of it today or tomorrow, because it will take time for it to show up. But I think it should work. I don't think it's affected the healthcare in any possible manner, because healthcare is basically not dependent on that. If you are ill, whether or not you have the money, you're going to go to the doctor. So that doesn't depend on your having money in your pocket that day. And if you're the kind who's been keeping only cash and nothing else, then I think you probably still have some other funds somewhere else. So I don't think that is an issue. In fact, one thing which I would like to talk about on a very personal note is, I wish the government would help in investing into those industries in pharmaceuticals who can make products which will be cost effective and which will provide a better quality healthcare to people.
I think that's the most important thing.
Absolutely.
India is the only country as of now. Yeah. Please said that India is. I totally agree with you. India is one industry. Indian pharmaceutical. Once again, sorry, jump. You rightly said that. I'll shift it. Okay. Yeah. I think I totally agree with you. Now the thing is, we know being India is maximum people are poor. They won't be able to afford the healthcare sector as such, and there is no public domain. I think the investment from the government end is very much necessary at this stage, and we all know that 90% of Indian population is not able to afford the right or legit healthcare as of now, and we all know that there is no public healthcare as such. So what do you have to say about that? What is your take on it?
My take on that is very simple. In fact, this was a suggestion which I had even put to the government of India at one time through Mr. Amitabh. See, we had a product. Now that product is a product called paclitaxel. It's used to cure cancer. Our product, we found, was around, if the internationally, what we call the innovator product had around 18% of encapsulation efficiency, our product we found to have around 65% encapsulation efficiency. When we talk about encapsulation efficiency, we mean that it only targets the cancer cells and not the normal healthy body cells. Best part about the product what we developed was that the product was cost-wise cheaper than the worst product that comes from the dirtiest plant in India, let me put it that way. So my suggestion to the Indian government was, you help us set up a plant where we can manufacture the product. We will offer it to the Indian populace at barely 10%, 15% margin on it. And we will make our money when we are going to sell the product out of the country, because today that product, if I give it in US as a technology, I earn a lot of money. I don't want to give it out as a technology. If I give it as a technology, it comes back to India at 500 times the cost.
True.
So if I'm only one of the persons, there could be many other people with similar ideologies. Government can become a stakeholder in such companies. They can become a stakeholder. Like a private, it could be an industry government franchise kind of thing, where the people tend to benefit from the kind of products that come into them. They get the world-class products. This is one way of looking at it. Another way of looking at it is, you have hospitals and schools in the vicinity of every corporate. Today, every plant is located in some official place. We are located in a place like Ranjangaon. We pay 33% corporate tax. My suggestion to the government of India is, 30% you take as tax, 3% you make us fund the nearby hospital or the nearby school. My contribution alone may not be sufficient, but I am in an industrial estate. There are many more companies there. 3% of each of theirs makes for a huge amount.
It will make a tremendous change, actually.
Yes, and what happens? Then you have government schools equal to corporate schools. You have government hospitals equal to corporate hospitals. And government can appoint their own committees that can go and inspect and give reports that they are being taken care of the right way. This would reduce the burden of the government having to do everything for the people. Okay, they get 3% less tax, but that 3% goes legitimately, not just CSR. This 3% is purely what you're saving on your tax to fund a school or a hospital in the neighboring area. You do this and you will find the difference. You will actually find people going to the government hospitals. Why don't they go there? They don't go there because they don't get the treatment.
They don't have a proper facilities also.
Even if they have, let me also tell you this way, my plant is located in a place called Ranjangaon, which is close to a small town called Shirur. In that town, Mr. Manik Chand has built a beautiful hospital for which the charges are barely 10 rupees for consultation for very good doctors. He has very good doctors, he has a very good hospital, it's a trust. But the villagers don't go there, they prefer going to the local doctor. Why? The local doctors have managed to make them feel that in Manik Chand they are all junk doctors, they are not good, they are not capable, they cannot take care of you. So it is basically, it all goes down to education, it all goes down to awareness. And my thing is, when a corporate will get involved with such hospitals and such, if I can run a pharmaceutical unit, I can also run a hospital.
I think it's very important for government that the public sector and a private sector come together in synergy and then try to work towards the benefiting the end users.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and that is the only way you're going to see the change down the line. And you see, I cannot say that the government has not kept my roads proper. You give the job to the corporate itself, which is in that area. Tell them this is your job. Let them handle it.
Correct.
Give them a benefit on their taxation. See, you're not going to get a free lunch either way. You can't expect me to pay 33% corporate tax and do all work as well. Then there's no meaning.
Correct.
So you have to give me some incentive to do that work. Everybody is not a social worker. At the end of the day, yes, I have certain communist ideas because I grew up in that era. I mean, I was born in 1964 and I grew up in IIT campus, Bombay. So we did have a bit of communist fervor, but at the end of the day, all of us are in the
See,
business.
the most important thing is that how you can actually benefit the society.
Absolutely.
And this will be all about benefiting the society.
Absolutely.
So I think government need to open their eyes and open their reforms and support the private sector.
Absolutely. Not just depend on what they call as, we have a hospital, we have kept so many hospitals, we have so much of free lunch, we have this, we have that. Don't do that. Catch hold of the industries in and around that place. Tell them, boss, this area belongs to you. So you are going to be responsible for ensuring that the hospital meets international standards, for ensuring that the school meets international standards. Make schooling free for all students up to 12th standard. Then remove all reservations, then you have no problems. See, today why are there reservations? Because children are not getting the right kind of education. But the minute you make schooling totally free, give them schools equal to corporate schools in their own villages, you will see the change. And I think it's not a long way off. We will see this change. And I'm sure the government is working. All said and done, India is too big a country and there are too many complex problems. But you kind of create it into microsystems and I think you will see the results.
Wonderfully put forward that way. Now the next question is, you have been part of Indian pharmaceutical industry also and as well as know the trend worldwide. So what difference you see in that?
Pharmaceutical industry worldwide and India is no different. It's one and the same. It is the smallest industry in the world with maximum number of regulations which are associated with it. They get stricter and stricter day by day. It doesn't get any easier. So, quality is not a choice. It is quality is a necessity. It is. Otherwise, there is no fun. I have a very simple question to all people also. I mean, we are very worked up about quality. We do a lot of things in order to ensure that we maintain the quality. We are a European Union approved, PICS approved facility. We go and eat bhel puri on the roadside. Do we ever try and question what water is put into it or what kind of hands are giving us the bhel puri? But when a doctor gives us a pill, we ask hundreds of questions about the side effects, about the toxicology, about this. Yeah, that is true. But having said that, no medicine can come out in the market unless its toxicological studies are done, unless human trials are done, unless